Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the end of Witcher. Is the end?
This is the end.
This is the end of The Witcher.
Finale season 2.
We're done with the show. We're never coming back, so enjoy it. Even no matter how much you end up enjoying this episode, we're never coming back.
Good riddance.
Goodbye to your Witcher. All right. Well, hit that like button. And if you're excited for us to never return, subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't get notified when we don't cover the spin-off series nor season 3 of The Witcher. Also, our full-length watch-alongs where you sync up with the time code, something people do not seem to apparently listen to when I say that, are over at our Patreon page. Yes, come over there, join our Patreon, check out all the shows we have to offer, or at the same tier you get the option for many shows that have reaction highlights and watch-alongs where you sync up with the time code included. If you ask for a refund after not realizing that I said you sync up with the time code,
then that's on you. That's
on you. We'll still give it.
Listen.
Because for some reason you're just not listening. Definitely had some messages I had to handle today. Anyway, guys, listen. The boys at Prepper, you guys rock. I'm excited for you guys not to edit our reactions for season 3 of The Witcher because we're done with this show entirely.
Hate all.
Anyway, guys, can't wait for season 3. Excited for when that comes out, but let's finish off season 2 first.
It's going to be a nightmare if you don't rub that sleep from your eyes and get moving. The knighting ceremony started 20 minutes ago and your grandmother has your dance card full.
You know what's up.
What are you doing?
It's really you.
It's all just a terrible dream. Nice.
Is this the banquet from the first episode?
Probably. It's gonna come full circle. Take the dagger with you.
Geralt!
You're still mad at me? Please don't be mad. I'm sorry. I've chased you all the way back here looking for your validation.
Look, I know this means nothing to you, but I understand now how special she is. I don't know what Voleth Meir wants from Ciri, but we have to protect her.
I have to protect her.
I think it's pretty clear what Voleth Meir wants with her. I mean, she's got that elder blood. Oh.
Man, she's just taking them all out.
Vesemir.
Oh.
Ciri, what's going on?
Yo, these Witchers lack serious awareness of their surroundings.
Some kind of security protocol, anything?
How did you escape?
I screamed.
And that didn't cause any damage.
Hit her.
Rip her face off.
Tell me what you want.
Oh.
Ouch. Wowza.
Uh-oh. Convergence. Woo. Symbolism.
I don't know why that just seems so goofy to me. Look how awesome we are. Epic.
Get anyone who's left. Merrick.
She got Merrick too.
Oh. It's my spare can of whoop ass right here.
I'll convince Voleth Meir to leave Ciri's body. Once the demon's out, when she's back in her corporeal form, we'll trap her.
Will it work?
I don't know. But our best chance is together, Vesemir. Please, trust me.
Can we trust you?
I don't know, I think Vesemir's still gonna try to kill her. Thanks a lot, Yennifer.
It's all your fault.
He told me his target was Nilfgaard, and I never would have thought.
This is not your doing. I need you to gather some horses.
Uh-oh.
A spell from the extraction or separation family would do it.
Yes, it would, if you had your magic, which you don't.
If I had my fucking magic, instead I'll have to make do with whatever I find in a witch laboratory.
Chemistry.
I pulled Ciri into this mess, and I'll do everything I can to get her out of it.
She needs her best friend.
Find Geralt. Give him the Jasper.
Make him love me.
Hang on, what are you gonna do?
What witches do best. Make a potion.
So her body is being controlled right now, but in her prison of her own mind, she thinks she's having a glorious time at this banquet.
Mm-hmm.
And what the witch is doing is stabbing people.
Yep. She's on a slasher movie killing spree.
As a member of the royal family, is it too much to expect that you exercise
a come of respect.
It's not respectful to interrupt.
Your Highness, would you want to meet with a dance?
She would
I
love
would love to. Martin.
Marty.
So much brighter
I know.
than how it was in that first episode.
Yeah, it's the brightest, most saturated day.
There can be no mistakes when Emperor Emhyr arrives.
That's what's up. Fringilla the killer.
Put that on a t-shirt.
The baby gave them hope. A reason to live rather than die fighting. Now, they're off to raise the kingdoms of our enemies.
What are you saying?
I'm saying it worked.
That's what's up.
Your plan.
You're welcome.
You should have birthed that baby from the get-go.
Oh, I would never do
You
that.
said it yourself, Fringilla. When Emhyr arrives, I need to rave. So let me.
Little bit of ecstasy. Oh shit.
Let's get it on.
Elixir party!
Woo! Chug, chug. Oh.
I think they're gonna have to kill her.
Uh-oh.
She is a powerful one.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Ciri!
Yeah. Another one bites the dust. Nice shot.
Oh, no!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that could go on all day.
Yeah. Voleth Meir knows how to use Ciri's power.
Oh, hell no. Oh, there's two of them?
Oh. Woo-hoo.
Oh, poor guy. They ganged up on him.
He put up such a good fight. Come on, Jaskier, get the Sorcerer's Stone over there.
Owie.
Geralt! Yennifer told me to give you this. It's balance and heat. And you can't hear me.
Wow.
Oh no.
Never get to me.
Oh.
Ciri, you can fight this. Stay strong, Ciri. Do not give in.
No.
Oh, what is she doing?
She's scourging all the babies.
There are many elves left in Redania.
You sure about this? There'll be no moving forward without retribution.
Are they murdering all the babies?
Yeah, it's like a Passover of elven vengeance.
This show hates babies.
Hates babies.
Hates them. Well, the elves just got a whole lot more interesting.
In one fell swoop.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, seriously? Oh, shit.
This looks like the cup of a carpenter.
More?
No. It's from the Jurassic Park portal. Ooh.
Gross.
Wow!
Oh, shit balls.
Nice.
Oh, it was a roller coaster.
Some very pulpy gore in this episode. Oh.
You kill her. You kill Ciri.
Oh my god, she can repair the dress too.
Our hate is the pain she needs to grow stronger. Let's not give her what she wants.
Let's look at the positives here.
There's a lot going for us right now.
Come home.
I've missed you so much.
Did you? I don't think you really knew them.
You know, in a distant sort of way.
If you can hear me. If you can hear us, come home.
Stay with us.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, what a cool shot.
She needs a vessel to exist within this sphere. Ciri can't escape unless...
Oh no.
Yennifer.
I can be the vessel
No.
for her.
Yen!
Ooh.
Emhyr. No, God, please.
Oh.
It's a hell of a transition shot, man. What's gonna happen to Yennifer?
If you can pull monsters through the monolith, you can send one back again.
Whoa. Huh.
Wicked.
She's leaving.
Why?
The Nazgul are coming. The army of darkness is coming.
Join our hunt. Your place is among us. You are ours.
Time to scream. Still not too bad for Yennifer.
Yeah, all things considered, it's pretty easy to get that taken care of.
Were those the race of Morg?
The Wild Hunt. Yes.
You can play a video game if you want to learn more.
And also check out The Shadow of the Wolf on Netflix.
No way. Oh, she back. Now set this place on fire!
Princess Arella created far less trouble for us when she was dead.
Put a bounty on the girl.
And anyone who protects her.
Good
Oh,
idea.
damn it.
The elves are up in arms over the death of their baby. Nilfgaard is stoking the anger to foster another war, and the North will no doubt take the bait. We will be focused on getting the girl.
Wow.
I won't let you down again.
Was it worth it?
Instead of seeing what they really were, and it led to a mass grave we dug ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't want revenge. I want justice.
Now you're talking.
My name is Istrid. I'm a mage. I have some information I think could help you. Princess Cirilla of Sintra. She's one of you.
The one Ithilien prophesied. He's saying she could save us.
Oh, at least someone wants her for something nice.
Yeah.
Not a fucking hell.
I know I've hurt you, yet I can't help but wish you could begin again.
Use your knowledge of magic to train the girl. You're the only person who's helped to control her powers.
As if I'd trust anyone else with her.
His Highness Emperor Emhyr var embrace.
No.
I was wondering if we were
I forgot about it.
actually see him.
How did you convince them to fight?
By killing their hope.
We lay the blame on Redania.
Just pick that up.
Desperate times.
Desperate measures.
Desperate. Indeed. That's how I felt when I realized I could no longer count on you. I'm the one who ordered the death of that elven baby.
Oh.
It was the best path to helping me find my daughter.
Oh no.
Whoa.
No. Oh. Damn.
Cool. All this time, we just thought he was some bitch-ass husband.
Turns out we've met him before.
I think there's a post-credit scene.
Good. Just freeing my ears.
I think it's the trailer for the spin-off series.
Oh, I'm so excited. What's it about?
I don't know. Because when this...
Ooh, Michelle
yo.
Get that dramatic cover. Ooh. We going back to the
blood origin?
Are we going back to the times of the
guys,
elders?
Listen, I'm going to tell you right up front right now. All the work that goes into editing down these reaction highlights and just to putting the whole video together, that song's not going to be in there.
It's not going to be in there. Nope.
Not dealing with any copyright crap.
Popular rework.
Over a few seconds of a trailer, I don't understand the context.
Yes.
It looks cool. I thought the episode was awesome. I thought the episode itself was awesome.
Yeah, quite a thrill.
Yeah.
Quite a thrill.
Yeah, that was cool. That was great. Alrighty. That was a good one, man. That was exciting. I like that more than the last season finale in a lot of ways, actually. Because, it's like I like a big battlefield fight, but I thought, like, having it all intertwined into, like something that felt like a real personal conflict for all of our characters as opposed to them all being separated. Like, obviously, the most interesting stuff is all the stuff that's happening to Kaer Morhen with, like Vesemir being not super conflicted. He seems like, the only reason I'm not killing this bitch is because of fucking Geralt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Seem to go along with Geralt pretty easily.
But yeah, like the Witcher's dying. I wish I got to know them a little bit better so I could kind of care. Because also when they first started getting stabbed, I was like, I think those are the Witchers. Yeah, those are the Witchers, yeah.
Those are the ones that are always in the background that we never spend enough time with. We just flesh out the remaining 9 of them or whatever.
Yeah, so I wish we got to know them a little bit better, but I'm also okay with because they've done such a good job of fleshing out the other characters. So all that was the most enticing stuff. But even some complaints that we had about the last episode, like one thing that I thought we were really echoing amongst each other was that we were hoping that a lot of that would pay off in this episode. And I thought it did. There's a lot that was set up here that had everything was so high stakes in this one and just amped up to 11. Like they really put the pedal to the metal on this one. It was so high octane on every storyline, even the elf storyline escalated. But my main takeaway is that Mousesack is always just going to be brought back as some alternate evil version of himself. That poor guy, he's such a sweetheart, that Mousesack. And every time he comes back now, she's just a fucked up version of Mousesack.
It's going to feel worse and worse and longer ago that we actually saw just an unperverted version of him that was authentic. Yeah. He's going to get consistent work playing messed up versions of this guy.
Messed up versions of the same guy.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, it was cool, dude. It was cool. You know, I don't the motive of Voleth Meir wanting to get back home seems a little bit muddy, but we're not supposed to understand fully the context of it all. They say from another sphere. Does that mean like another, essentially their language of another dimension? Is that what they're getting
like
at?
Another realm or something. That's how I've been taking it anyway.
Yeah, but it's not the same Earth.
I don't think so. That's where I get to be like,
It's not
it's
like planetary.
the way they
No,
the way they describe it, it makes me feel like, okay, yeah, they must just be like adjacent dimensional realms or something. And yeah, like this doesn't look like some kind of overlay where it's like, oh, we're where we were in Kaer Morhen, but this is just this sphere's version. Like, yeah, I thought it was just like a totally different place and time.
Yeah, and I thought the actress who plays Ciri did such a Cirilla. No, wait, Ciri.
Both?
Yep,
you were all of the above.
Cersei is the other show. Yeah, the actress who plays Ciri did such a great job here. You know, like I get often distracted when actors are forced to play like possessed versions because they usually all play it evil. Yeah. And I thought I just kept noticing like, you're doing a pretty good job at this. This is actually like a believable version where you're playing a character still. You're not just playing evil note. And the conflict at hand I thought was really interesting because Geralt is kind of outnumbered by motives around him. Like no one really wants to save her. It's like it seems even I'm sitting there at a certain point in the show when like these witches are having basilisks bite their faces and heads off. Maybe we should just kill her.
Dude, we tried, man, but at a certain point you gotta look at the greater good, my friend.
Yeah, because I found myself getting in that debate as well. Shit, maybe we just gotta like off this girl because this is not going to corner plan at all. And I think there's a lot of people who are gonna die because of it. I like chaos. I like you know, I don't mean that as a pun. I do like chaos. I like the crumble of stuff, and I think it like to have it, you know, come to a place of such personal spots. Like this takes place at Kaer Morhen, this episode where this is like where witchers are created. This is where Geralt's home is. That's where we're supposed to go for refuge and rest.
And we got anything but this whole time.
This entire time it's just another shit show.
Never come back.
It's awful.
Rebuild.
I mean, the way I thought, we got a comment on it with Yennifer, the way she got her powers. It's a little silly.
It's a little clean and convenient. It happens so rapidly, you know.
Possess, transport.
Oh, hey, she just want to go back home.
Good. I thought like, oh damn, they're gonna kill her off. Like,
or is it gonna be like she gets the magic back for a minute, or she becomes, you know, the full form of Voleth Meir, or you know, in getting back to and delivering her to her home realm, maybe that's the extent of the magic, and then she comes back and doesn't have it or something like that. So yeah, I mean, it is a little bit clean, and that's exemplary of something that, you know, I feel like could have been maybe smoothed over in, you know, like this season has felt a little more show-like, a little bit more sort of plot-oriented, and I feel like some of those earlier tones from the first season of just the more poetic exploration of the story and the more sort of lilting pace and alignment of the different timelines. Like, I think maybe that could have smoothed things over with Yen, but, you know, as far as the priorities of the episode go, you know, like, it wasn't a major gripe, but it was something that felt kind of convenient given, like, the second they arrive, it's already the embers are dissipating out and the wild hunt is coming and we're sort of on to the next thing.
Yeah, I think the season finale of the first one ended, I like the, like as you put it, the poetic tone more of season one. Like once, you know, Geralt and Ciri, when they arrive together and they embrace each other, like that's such a great moment. Or when Yennifer unleashes her chaos magic, like the way that's all realized. I love the mood of that more. Whereas there are things in this season, and even it really actually showed a lot in this episode, especially Jaskier. Like the way they handled the comedy with him felt like he was this sort of breath of fresh air I felt in the I like him a lot, don't get me wrong, I still love Jaskier.
Always happy.
Yeah, always happy when he's around, but the way they do handle his comedy now, I feel like it does feel a little bit more like television comedy or
gotta get a moment for Jaskier.
writing. Yeah,
gotta get the MacGuffin in there.
They're punching the script up.
Yeah.
You know.
Can we get him in here? People love Jaskier.
Whereas I always kind of liked this show when I was a little bit more lost because of the novel language that this strikes. You know.
Yeah, and the sense of overall space. I mean, that's something the season 2 has definitely crunched down. Is like the sense of where everything is being very far away, whereas now everything feels very close together.
That's true. It weirdly is even though they kind of went a little bit to other more places, it felt smaller.
Yeah, it took like way less time to get to any of them, and it's like I think it's like you can do those things maybe in the same episode, but I think just decoupling from that timeline, variance of the first season does kind of hamper that, because then it feels like every consecutive scene is kind of happening in a similar linear time.
Well, it's like a game map.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a good point.
It's like when you play those, open world games, you're like, fuck, this is taking forever to get there.
Yeah.
But not as forever as it would take in real life.
Can't turn on fast forward walking mode.
Yeah. You gotta upgrade to transporting yourself places.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought that was cool. And then the way it ends off with Yennifer and Geralt going to watch over the #1 target in the world right now. Like, it just ended with everyone just going, we need to capture her. We need her.
She's the key.
We need to marry her to someone.
Key to everybody.
We need to get her back. She's my daughter. We need to. She's the key to restoring the elven
glory.
bloodline.
Yeah. She's the key to bringing monsters through and raining havoc on everything.
She's everything. This is her show more than it is anyone's show at this point. It's her show. It's every plot line centers around her. So I like seeing where it's coming together ultimately. And I don't really have a complaint about any of this. I thought the action was exciting. I thought the basilisk coming through was really cool.
The effects were great.
The effects were awesome.
Both the CG and the practicals. I mean, some of those gore gags and things. And I mean, they really leaned into, especially like in the final scene where all the monsters are coming through and there's the wind and the portal. But even too, when the Wild Hunt shows up, I was getting some like
wraiths.
The wraiths, yeah. The Nazgul. I was getting certain like, if Army of Darkness was more intent on being actually badass kind of vibes, like those sort of pulpy, horror-y, medieval vibes.
Yeah,
so that was fun.
Punchy like that.
Yeah, it's got that kind of like woo, crazy whooshing angles and stuff, and just the plates of bones and everything. It got me excited for season 3. Like it.
Yeah, it did.
It did. For as much as the show, like, I think evidently feels a bit different now. And they, too, I mean, it was nice. At first, I thought I was going to complain about the way they dealt with Emhyr, because I was like, oh, he's building this guy up all season long, man. He's the white flame. He's everyone's salvation, but he's also kind of sinister. Who's it going to be? And then by the end, I was like, oh, yeah. I've been sitting here being like, is he ever going to show up? And I thought that was a pretty appropriate punch too. I definitely did not see that coming. That reveal
certainly raises some fucking questions.
It does.
Where's he been this whole?
Where's Duny been?
Yeah, where's Duny been? And they must have told some lie to Ciri about why they left.
Yeah, did Ciri's grandma? Has she had anything to do with that?
Probably just telling the lie. But yeah, knowing their bloodline and such. But then you have, I like what they ended off with for Fringilla and Cahir, where they think they've done the ultimate service. And I like that they're caught on a lie right away.
And I thought that strengthened the Deathless Mother, the Voleth Meir story too, because it does come back to bite Fringilla. Like, it is a deceit to everybody.
Yes.
And that pays off in a long-term way. Whereas some of the Deathless Mother stuff felt like it could have been a little more proportioned. I thought that was a really nice tie-up for her in that.
Yeah.
Because she never realizes the truth about that situation.
And then, of course, you got the elves here, where, wow, that was mean. That was really mean. But yeah, fuck humans. They're all horrible people.
We are a bad bunch.
We are horrible.
We don't... I feel like...
we're American. We're the worst.
And I feel like that endures through so much fantasy novelry. Is like, humans and elves, man, we are just always treating them like second-class shitty people, where like elves have like so many wonderful abilities and things. I'm often kind of amusedly baffled by how much hate elves get in these things.
Well, because they represent purity in a lot of ways, and we're the destruction of all that is pure.
We are the embodiment
we are
of
sin.
chaos.
Yeah. That's what we are, man.
We are. Absolutely, that's true.
Because, it sucks. It's like every fantasy thing is like, men are evil, but they're also our saviors.
There are some good ones, and those ones are worth lifting up.
There's some cliffhangers that were cool. Freaking Baldy with the black girl owl.
Yes, my dude.
Awesome.
He's gonna stay bald next season.
Yeah, he's making sure he's bald. That's his thing. I'm bald. I'm a bald guy. And then
that's how people know me around Redania. My dome.
The fire guy and messed up face. That was such a weird talk about just throwing something in here mainly to just set yourself up for another season.
I was like, you could
have
use
any
that.
storyline. I was like the one that was just here to set something up.
I thought you could have saved that for the season 3 premiere.
Yeah.
Like I like Rance and I like her and I'm all for let's get weird messed up more B-movie characters in here, but also it was like here's one scene. And that's it. That's the only involvement they have this whole episode.
And I like that this all maintained a snowy landscape throughout. Like the first episode took place at night it's like a good visual bookend where the first episode took place on a snowy night with its, very blue lighting that this has when it's nighttime. And then this one ends on that note with our main characters there too, except now it's not them having to come together. Yeah, they're already together. Now they just got to get some questions answered.
Now they're a family.
They're a family, and they got some things to work through.
Yeah, they got counseling to do.
Yeah.
But not at Kaer Morhen.
I know, they got to get the fuck out of there.
Get the hell out of there. It was nice to spend a whole season kind of with Kaer Morhen. I thought that of all the places we've been... Not? I don't know, of all the places we've been to some places where we've been like, this place seems like it would have been more significant, and then people in the comments are like, oh yeah, that place was way more significant in the book. So, to have Kaer Morhen actually be that was kind of nice,
I thought Vesemir was a little underused.
He does have kind of one conflict to keep going back on for a lot of it.
Yeah, I thought he could have been... They could have showed some of his cooler sides, for lack of a better word.
They could have shown him taking care of business.
Yeah, because he's just kind of usually, sad or fucking Geralt calling the shots.
He's tortured dad, yeah. And he's always it seems like most of his conflicts are Vesemir, you're blinded by fear and rage. Stop it.
Yeah.
Come back around. I'm Geralt. I'm the calmest dude here.
And I can whoop your ass.
I can whoop your ass. Yeah, you taught me well.
I don't even need to look at you when I'm fighting.
Yeah. It would have been, and I mean, I really liked him as a character, but I do agree with you there. I feel like we could have
the performer more than I like the writing of him.
Yeah, I felt like we could have really seen through that character's actions, like, oh yeah, this guy is the father of the Witchers, essentially the remaining Witchers, where, he feels more like an uncle.
Yeah, it's like if they were going to go the path where he is, his days are long behind him and he's lost hope and he just cares about staying. I thought they could have leaned more into that then, pick a lane and just really commit to that. Where I didn't get the full effect of either. Just it kept ending on him just being like, I'm gonna just keep fucking up.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of sad all the time. Yeah.
Me and my ever dwindling number of Witchers, which what are they now down to 4?
I know it's more gray to it than that. That I'm just with what I'm verbally communicating right now. So I know I'm not giving enough credit. I'm just giving a general consensus here on how I felt about Vesemir overall. Like the performer a lot.
Yeah.
But I could have used something that gives a little bit more of that badass edge to him, especially with the excitement of watching him come in here with Netflix and you guys watch Nightmare of the Wolf.
Oh my god, this guy. Watch this movie where he's a total badass.
Yeah, where he's the lead character. Yeah, he's the one who trains Geralt.
Yeah. I think if they had had more moments for him to actually, really get in Geralt's head and have Geralt wondering am I in the wrong? I feel like most of the time Geralt's pretty much no, I know what's the right thing, man.
Yeah, Geralt's calling the shots all the time.
Yeah, where if he had maybe had a bit more sway or influence or more ideological, back and forth with Geralt. That
Yeah,
could have been cool.
No, I completely agree. It was definitely missing for me in this season overall. But some cool shit, some cool monsters, some cool action, some cool effects. I think I still liked season 1 more. To be like, there's things about this that are sharper and more punchy, and this one is easier to be entertained by.
Yes.
Because of the rhythm, the pace. They simplify a lot more of their dialogue.
They're aware of audience feedback.
Yes, they're aware of can't just send to them book readers.
Well, and now it's like reading the comments. I wonder what season 3 will be like. Maybe they'll come to a middle ground, because this season people have been like, they're not in the books at all anymore. It's like Voleth Meir is a totally made up thing for this.
Yeah, because I went on Rotten Tomatoes recently, and I was surprised that I wasn't made privy to this. I went Rotten because I was complaining about, because we had our complaints about the penultimate episode, and I went out to Rotten Tomatoes to be like, what are people saying about this? And then I saw that the critic score is higher for this show than season 1 is, like significantly. But damn, the audience score is significantly lower.
Oh boy!
And it was
Isn't it kind of on par with the original season's critic score? Isn't it like in the 60s or something?
I think what, the show? No,
the audience. Audience for season.
It's pretty low.
Yeah.
Not like terrible, but it's low. This is definitely a drop.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you don't really hear as much talk about this season as you do the other one, because and it's just funny to say some shit, and then because what enticed me to go check it out was because I saw some comments of people being like, the way you guys talk about it is just some stuff we were saying was apparently reflecting upon some people who actually had read the books of I feel like they're not really following. We were saying I feel like they're not really following book stuff anymore. It's just based off the way the show's being written.
Yeah, you can tell. And the way the story moves,
they're making it more action based. Even the way they do their action now, which feels less real and brutal. A lot of times it's just so hyper stylized. Or sometimes it's really cool.
Yeah.
And other times it's just so wacky.
At times I am like, let's go back to that first episode with just that choreography and punchy camera work. Because people have said, this season especially, they were like, in the books he doesn't really fight that many monsters in general, so we're gonna have a monster of the week to kind of add to that. But I feel like that creates a certain opportunity for that kind of action, whereas I feel like part of what made the action of the first season so gripping was that half of it was just very tangible stuff, that was very personal and human based.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of CGI enhancements in the fights.
Yeah,
and sometimes it's totally fine in my opinion, and other times it's not that great. But yeah, there are things about, I would say contextually, what I liked about this finale more, just from the concept of boiling it down to, we're not hopping between a big battle, and then here's Geralt on a freaking horse. And then we got this was pretty contained.
Everyone converges to some extent,
and it was all centered around a very personal conflict, and then it ends on a note of a very personal ordeal where everyone's after Ciri.
Yeah,
the world wants Ciri,
and this all continues that progression of tying into her importance moving forward.
Yeah, and then I think the actress who plays her is up for the task of holding such an important character in this series. They're all great. They're all fantastic. All right, guys. Well, here we are. We're done.
Did it.
We'll be back for season 3. Don't worry. I know some people don't pick up on my sarcasm.
Hopefully it won't take as many years for it to come out now.
Yeah. I got a spin-off show coming.
Woo! Michelle Yeoh, let's do this.
So I don't really...
It's another show.
There's literally nothing about that. That was okay, it looks like information.
I feel like every one of these networks needs to pump the brakes and go, hey, maybe just pour all your resources into the flagship show before you go spinning things off.
Cinematic Universe?
Before you go, hey, we're already running out of book material. Let's keep that going.
That's the way they go.
Balance. Hey, hopefully it's good. Hey
guys, let's end this with a Spencer, running with you because this is the final episode of Witcher, but this is the first time you're pledging. I think, is it?
I think.
We don't know.
Maybe. Sometimes people sign up with just their first name and it gets confusing.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look up what the name Spencer means right now.
Let's do it, Spencer.
Spencer name meaning steward.
Ooh, good.
Means steward or administrator. John, you got 25 seconds to work with that.
All right. Well, hey, if there's anything that's important in a medieval-inspired world, it is the stewards, for they call so many shots, they keep aligned so many facts and details about their realms, and that's what you do for us, Spencer. It's all for you. You are the steward, the administrator of the real rejects, and that's a lot of responsibility, so we appreciate you for putting that in. Much love, buddy, and hey, stay pledged. And I'm gonna continue shouting you out because I didn't really do a good job.
Yeah, your time's up. You've messed up your shout out. Stay pledged because I'm gonna give you a better shout out.
Spencer, I didn't mean it.
February.